All right. Welcome to a beginner suspension yoga class. So a little, for those that are fairly new to Yoga Trapeze, we're going to work on some basic skills and help you build some strength. So let's go ahead and get started. Middle of our mat, we're going to grab our top handles. Should go ahead and sink down like you're sitting in a chair. Bring your feet forward. We're just going to hang here. So I want you to think about relaxing your shoulders, really sinking into that stretch. So some of us really kind of lift up and we carry a lot of tension in our shoulders. So really just really drop down, relax. You should feel your ears kind of next to your shoulders. Oh, that feels so good. All right, let's go ahead and kick back on our heels. We're going to push to the back, dropping those hips down, releasing the tension in your shoulders. You can also point the feet to kind of grip the mat a little bit or flex them. Sometimes when you got funky socks on, you might slide around. That's why we have our little grippy socks on. That's nice. All right, from here, let's come back to the middle. Now from here, you can push all the way forward and arch forward. That tends to be pretty intense. If not, you can come back, just stand up, and then just push forward and push your head through those shoulders, really feeling that stretch all along the shoulders. Spread those fingers wide and just pushing into those handles. Oh, that's nice. All right, let's go ahead, sink back down into chair. Actually, let's stand up. Let's stand up and release. That's a lot to really hang on to those handles.
Thank you. I was like, oh yeah.
I know. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and grab those handles again. Gonna sit back down. This time, go ahead and put your feet on either side of your mat, and we're gonna push side to side. So go ahead and shift your weight to the right. We're gonna sink our hip down, stretch out that left arm, and you're really pulling on that left arm. Your right hand should be fairly loose. So we're just doing a stretch all along that side there. All right, let's shift over to the left. Same thing, drop that hip down. Can really feel that stretch. All right, let's go to the right again. Sink down. Feel it in your hands, your forearms, your side, a little bit of everywhere. All right, shift back over to the left. I even feel that in my leg. Yeah. All right, back to center. Let's go ahead and stand back up. Shake out those hands again. Yeah. All right, put it all together into 360s. So let's go ahead and sit back down again to the chair position. So for 360s, you're going to kick to the back, rotate to the right, shift to the front, shift to the left, and go around. So just basically going in 360s around and a couple of times each side. If that's too intense, you can just go side to side. So don't go all the way to the front because that front stretch, it's a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's go ahead. Shake that out. Oh, I feel it definitely. My forearm, especially if you haven't been doing it for a while, you can feel that. All right, so let's go ahead and let's take our sling and we're gonna put it behind our back. So start to walk towards the back. Have that sling about at your shoulder blades. Get some tension on that. Walk your feet forward a little bit so that you're at a nice angle. And then from here, you're gonna open your arms wide, pinkies up to the sky, and tip your head back. Now, if that's too intense on your neck and it just feels too stiff, you can also just lift your head up a little bit and just be in a more neutral position. But if you feel comfortable, you can drop that head all the way back, Really opening up the chest. Breathe. Big inhale. Exhale. Oh, that's good. All right, slowly lift your head back up. Take your arms to the outside of the rig. Come back down into chair. From here, we'll do a slight kind of rock back and forward and up on those toes, arms straight up to the sky, keeping your tushy tucked in and nice and tight and straight. Really getting a nice open stretch here. All right, put your heels down, come back into chair. You're gonna rotate to the back again. This time, grab your fingertips and push all the way back to that back wall. Really feeling that stretch through the chest, through the shoulders. Remember to breathe. Oh, that's nice. Okay, look slowly up again. Arms on the outside of your rig, back into chair, and push to the front again. Up on those toes, big, big stretch. And if it feels like it's kind of digging in, if the fabric is digging in, you can kind of adjust it to where it's comfortable for you, maybe bring it in a little bit more. All right, lower the heels down, back into chair, shift to the back again. This time, put your hands behind your head, open wide, and we're gonna rock side to side. So we're gonna reach that right elbow towards that right knee, and then twist to the other side, a nice big side stretch.
I like this one.
Yes, I do too. All right, a couple more. All right, back to center. Look up. We'll do one more stretch to the front. Back into chair, up on those toes, push forward. Oh, that feels good. All right, heels down, and then go ahead and release. Oh, shake that out. Oh, I know, exactly. All right, so now we have another fun stretch. Still using the fabric of a sling behind you. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna sink down, placing that fabric kind of underneath your armpits, kind of getting that in there. Come kind of into a chair position. You're gonna take your longest straps, slide the clips up, and slide your handle up. Spread that fabric on that longest handle. We're gonna place our feet in the fabric, okay? And so trying to stay steady. So you put one foot in, kind of stabilize yourself, and then you will find yourself swinging a little bit. That's okay. As long as you're not swinging too much. Yes. Okay. All right. And then once you're in, grab those middle handles, straighten the feet out, and then drop the hips down. So we're getting good stretch on the legs, the back. All right, now you can open the legs wide, getting a nice inner thigh stretch, and then close. I know, right? As wide as you can, about as wide as I can go. Oh, yeah. All right, close. One more time, open. Oh, and close. Now bring the soles of your feet together. Bring them towards your pelvis. Now release the handles. Grab the fabric of those longest straps and pull it together. And from here, we're just gonna rock side to side. Just a nice side to side rock. And you might feel the fabric of that sling digging in just a little bit, which is totally normal until you kind of get used to it. You can always kind of spread the fabric out a little bit more when you first get in to find what's comfortable for you. All right, come back to center. And we're going to do a slight shift forward and back with the pelvis. So it's just a nice, just a little movement, but you can really feel it in those inner thighs. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, one more time. All right, so release those handles, grab the middle handles again, straighten the legs out again, dropping down. We're going to open and close again. So open and close, open, hold that stretch a little bit, close, one more time, open. Oh, I can definitely feel that. And close. Bring the soles of the feet together, bring them in, grab the longest straps again, and rock side to side. It's a really fun way to use the entire rig to get such a full body stretch.
How can you ever do this?
You can't. I know, right? I know. All right, come back to center, and then we'll do that slight shift to the front and back, just a little pelvic tilt, just to get that inner thigh stretched. Okay, let's go ahead and release, grab those handles. So the final stretch we're going to do, so straighten out the legs. It's more of a challenge, so you can lift your body up just a little bit, slide that fabric down more, kind of the middle of your back, and then slowly lower down, getting a nice back bend. Now, depending on how flexible you are, you could straighten the arms. I can't. Mine have to stay bent because that's about as far as I can go. I feel like I'm super bent, but I know I'm not. And keep your feet pressed into those long handles so that your legs are straight. Stay here for another breath. And then slowly lift your head as you come up. Very slowly slide back down onto that sling. And from here, we're going to release our feet. So you release one foot, then the other foot. Bring your feet underneath you, and then slowly stand back up. Oh, I feel that in my upper back. Yeah, everything is feeling more loose. Hopefully it is for you too. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's take our sling down. We're going to do some upper body work with just the handles. Okay. Upper body. That's one of the benefits of using this as well, is really building your upper body strength. For a lot of us, we really lack that upper body strength. So we try to make it fun. So the first move we're going to do are negative pull-ups. I'm going to do a modified version. Heather gets to do the full version. You got to trade off, you know. Okay, so she's going to go from the highest handles. Grab those highest handles with a forward grip. She's going to hop up and hold, and then lower down slow. These are negative pull-ups because we're really concentrating on that negative. Now I'm going to go to the ground, grabbing the middle handles, and my feet tucked up under me, and then I'm going to pull up. Same thing, I'm going to hold and slowly lower back down. But I've got my feet to help give me some assistance while I'm building up that strength. If I'm not quite strong enough to do the hopping up and negative pull-ups, I'm going to do this instead. Another option when you're learning how to do the negative pull-ups is she can use one leg and she's just going to hop up and come back down. And that way you can, if you can't hold, at least you're working on that skill of getting up there and doing that. Okay, and so this is a good one for you to kind of track your progress. So maybe you can only do 2, and then you move, and then you can do 5. So each time you come back, you see, oh my gosh, I definitely can tell I'm getting stronger because I'm able to do a few more. And maybe it's graduating from the ground up to the highest handles. So I'm gonna just probably do about 5 right now, coming back from a shoulder injury. So trying to be careful, always be careful and know your limitations. You don't wanna get hurt. Remember when we first started this, we couldn't even do, well, she could, I couldn't even do 1. I laughed at her when I tried to do it. I had 0 upper body strength. So to be able to do it now is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last one.
All right, nice, very good. Okay, all right, so next one we are going to do are flying push-ups. So with your longest handles, go ahead and put the handles back down, slide those clips back down, lower. And what you want to do is you want to make sure when you have your hand in, the clips are a little bit lower so you've got something to support your arm when you're doing these push-ups. All right, so you're going to walk forward, arms straight, hands in these handles. Now to make it easier, you can walk a little bit more forward. Make it harder, you can come way down, okay? We're gonna be about in the middle here. So from here, we're going to go ahead and bend our arms to 90 degrees and then push back up. So let's shoot for about 5. All right. Push back up, lower down, push back up, lower down. The last one's do a static hold. So we're gonna stay here, we're gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Yes, come back up. And that's another one. I think they're fun. I think it's a fun way to really work on being able to do push-ups. Again, that's one that for women can be hard to do. So to work on these skills, yeah, I like it. I think it's fun. All right, let's do one more set of 5 along with another static hold. All right. Down, push up, lower down, up, down. That feels good. Shaking.
Ooh, that's hard.
Oh, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay. So the last one I like to do, they are inverted rows. We're going to add a little twist to the inverted row. So we're going to turn around so you can see.
Okay.
So again, grabbing the middle handles, you're going to lean back and straighten those arms. So again, you can walk up to make it easier. Come down really low if you want to make it harder. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a row, keeping the body straight, squeezing those shoulder blades together, coming back down. When we come back down, we're going to bend the knees, kind of rock forward, arch our back, and look towards the back wall. And then we're going to slowly come back up, straighten that body, and then we're going to pull up again. All right, so let's do it again. Knees forward, arch back. Oh, come back up. Keep everything straight and strong. Up, down. Oh, Lord. It's so funny. We just think we are like totally going into this super deep back bend. Like, nope, not really. Not bendy at all. All right, last one. One more stretch. Come down. Oh my goodness. All right, and pull up. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. I know. Yeah. I know, exactly. Okay, so let's work on some core. All right, yay. So let's lower our handles 1 notch. So if you're using a rope, go down 1 knot on your rope. If you are using hammock straps or something like that, you just want to make sure you're going to get it to where it hits at about your shin, your longest handle for doing these planks. Okay, so let's go onto the ground. And I think, which way should I face? This way, because then I'll turn around. Okay. Sure. All right, so slide the clips up, slide your handles up.
Actually.
Oh.
You don't want to see that.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Okay, so we found the best way to get in is to put your ankle in the fabric that's opposite. So I'm putting my left leg into my right strap. I'm gonna cross my leg over here. And then what I'm gonna do from here is I'm just gonna flip my body over. And that'll easily get me into my straps. Come on over. Pull up my pants.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make any adjustments.
Yes, exactly. So make sure your feet are underneath your anchor points. Okay. I'm gonna be up. Make sure your hands are right underneath your shoulder blades. You're going into a plank. We're gonna go into a high plank, all right? So go ahead and push your feet up, body straight, feet flexed. We're gonna hold here. And I'll tell you how long we're gonna hold in just a second.
Wow.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees down. You can even come down onto your forearms if you want to rest for a moment. Kind of hang out here a little bit. And if coming up on your hands is too much, you can always just go on your forearms and come up that way. So Heather will show you on the next one how to do that. Okay, so the next one we're gonna pop up and we are going to do plank crunches. So pop up, feet out, bring your knees to your chest, head down, push back out. Crunch in, push out. Crunch in, push out. Crunch in, out, in, out. 2 more, you got it. In, out. Last one, in, out. Drop down to the knees, down to your forearms if you need to. Rest a little bit. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. So let's do one more static plank in this position. Okay, so make sure your hands underneath your shoulders. Push up, kick the feet back, feet flexed, and hold. Keep everything nice and strong. Don't sag down. Try to keep your glutes tight.
How do I look?
You look very straight, very nice.
Can't tell.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. Woo, all right. Go ahead and release your feet. Okay, now let's come down into a child's pose. Go ahead, put those toes together, knees spread, hands in front of you, drop your head down. Just relax for a second here. And that feels good.
We just stay
I know, that's it.
here.
We're done.
Yeah.
Okay, roll back up. And we have one more core challenge for you, side planks. I know. I realize we haven't done them in a while. We're like, oh, we need to do this a little bit more often. Okay, so slide your mat over underneath one of the handles. Okay. So from here, so I'm underneath my left handle right now. So I'm gonna take my left foot and I'm gonna put the fabric of the longest strap underneath my left ankle. I'm gonna switch over to the side here. Okay. So I wanna make sure, again, my foot is maybe a little past the anchor point, so it's raised up. Come down onto my right forearm. Make sure, again, it's right underneath your shoulder. straighten my right leg. I'm gonna pop my hip up. I'm gonna hold this side plank. Now you can either keep your left hand down for stability and hold, or you can raise your left arm up and look past those fingertips. You can hold, you can drop it back down. All right, and we'll do that 3 times. That was your first one. That was freebie. Okay, hop, pop, up, and hold. You should feel everything shaking and lower back down. Rest. I know. We need to do these more often.
I know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's pop up one more time. Up, hold. Hold, you got it. Oh. All right, and lower back down. Okay, and now we will do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so I'm just gonna use the same strap that I was using. Put my right foot in. Okay. And so the fabric's right behind your ankle, and spread it out just to make sure it's really supporting your ankle. And then come down onto your left forearm. Make sure it's stacked right underneath your shoulder. Straighten that bottom leg. Push up. And you can lift up that right arm. Look past those fingertips. Oh my goodness, everything is shaking.
This side's easier.
Wow, this one is not for me. Drop back down. It's so funny, you know, figuring out like which side is more dominant than the other. All right, let's push up again. Raise that arm if you can. If not, just keep it on your mat, supporting you. Hold. Lower back down. Rest. All right, we got one more. We got one more in us. All right, let's pop up. Arm up if you can. Even if it's just for a second to try.
You look good, Melissa.
Oh, thank you. I don't feel like it, but. All right, and come back down. Oh, nice. Nice work. Good job. Oh, yeah. I know. Oh, that's good. Okay. All right, so we are going to do our first inversion. Yay! So go ahead and raise your handles back up to the starting knot you were on. And then go ahead and put your sling back up. And you always want to make sure when you're figuring out height-wise where you should have your sling set up. We recommend it's about at your belt line. So when you're pushing in there, you can kind of see that that's there. It'll give you enough room to actually hang freely, to be able to do some of the moves, and also to be able to get up into your sling pretty easily. Okay, so let's go ahead, lower those clips down on your sling. Now, if you haven't gotten into your sling before, or you're still kind of struggling with it, we'll slowly walk you through again. So Heather's going to get up into her sling. So she has already spread out her fabric. She's going to grab the back. She's going to, butterfly the finger. She's with her thumb. She's going to grab the front of that sling. She's going to step up and hop up in. Yeah, that's right. Sometimes if you have a setup like ours where you have more than one carabiner, as they're in there, you'll hear them kind of click or move. Nothing's coming down. It's just like, whoa, yeah. You're all good. Okay, so anyway, so she's up in her sling. Her clips are down. So she is going to then bicycle her legs to make sure she gets the front of that fabric right at the edge of your tushy, kind of your sits bone area there. Okay, she's going to slowly lean back. She's going to hook her fingers into the fabric so it catches at her belt line. And then she's going to grab her straps, spread them out wide, lean back, knees bent. And then as she's coming back, she's going to double wrap the feet around and hook in. And then once she feels comfortable, she can slowly lower down and let go. If you're not comfortable, some people when they first start, just hang on to those straps. until they feel like, okay, I know I'm supported, I know I'm good. And sometimes it just takes a few times kind of getting in and getting out, finding where that perfect spot is for you with the fabric of that sling. If the fabric is too high up here, it kind of prevents you from being able to double wrap your legs around, and you feel kind of all caught up and hung up in the sling. So you want to make sure you've got enough room in there so you can wrap your legs around. And when she's ready to come back up, she looks up at her feet, she walks her hands up on that longest strap, release the feet, and then slowly come back up. Okay, all right, so let's go through that again. So we're gonna go ahead and get in. So I'm gonna grab the edge of my fabric, up on my toes. I'm gonna step in. Okay, clips her down, bicycle those legs until that fabric moves down to the edge of my seat, hook my fingers in. I'm gonna lean back, catches, grab everything, straight out, knees bent, and then double wrap the feet around, and then slowly lower down. When you're comfortable, you can release the hands. You can pretzel the arms over your head and just hang, which is so nice. You should feel tension releasing from your back. We tend to hold a lot of tension in our hips and in our legs. And if you can concentrate, really release and relax those hips, you'll physically feel it relax because we're just trying to hang on so tight. Relax that, relax the feet. You can keep your feet hooked, or you can bring the soles of your feet together if that's more comfortable. Whichever position is most comfortable for you is where you want to be. And you just want to relax. This is our favorite. A lot of times we just come out and just hang, especially if you've been doing anything and you feel tension and stress. And I mean, even just like in your shoulders and your back and your legs, just to come. Oh my gosh, and you feel taller when you're done. Everything just gets nice and elongated and relaxed. Okay, go ahead and release your hands to your mat. I'm going to shift my mat back over because I didn't from the last thing we did. Okay. All right. So look at your hands and walk them forward to the front of your mat. Straighten the arms so they're on either side of the mat. Spread those fingers wide and drop your head between your shoulder blades. And your back will kind of go in a bit of a banana shape. They call this a banana man, just to really stretch the back and the shoulders. Yeah, big time. Yes, big time. You may find that one arm is okay and maybe can be straight and the other one is like, oh no. Yeah, so you can release it a little bit if you need to. You can bend those elbows if it's too intense. Find a stretch that doesn't hurt but gives you some opening in the shoulders.
Sometimes it just takes a few times.
Yeah, it does, definitely. Okay, so go ahead and slide the fingers back to the center. Take your hands and you're going to take them behind you. Press the palms of your hands together. And you want those palms to be together, arms straight, and then drop your arms behind you. They may not drop very far. They may drop really far depending on how flexible and how loose you are in your shoulders. But the thing you really want to make sure is that you're pressing those palms together. That will really give you that stretch. Like my arms don't drop very far, and this is a pretty intense stretch for me, and Heather can go down much farther than me. So everybody's different. Everybody's body is different. You just need to do what works for you. You do you. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and release. Now to come back up, we're going to look up at our toes. We're going to grab our longest straps, slowly walk ourselves up. Okay, look at your toes. Go ahead and unravel them. Legs, big V, and then slowly come back up. You might feel a little dizzy, which is very normal. Go ahead and wrap your arms around and drop your head on to your hands. And that usually helps with any dizziness you might be feeling or just kind of a little woozy. It's definitely, we work our way up. So we tend, when we first start doing inversions, not doing them for too long at a time, maybe 30 seconds, maybe a minute, building up to maybe 5 to 7 minutes. Again, everybody's different. Some people can do inversions and they have no problem at all, and they could just hang forever. Yeah. And others are like, ooh, 30 seconds, that's it for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything is better than nothing.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, so that's our first inversion. So now we're gonna do some stretches on the legs. So let's go behind our sling. I'm gonna straighten out my mat a little bit here. Okay, so let's go ahead and bunch up the fabric of that sling. Take your right leg, put it over, put the fabric behind the knee, and you can spread the fabric out to give yourself a little bit more support if it's kind of digging in. Hop forward so you're underneath your anchor point. Flex your front foot up on that back toe and then push forward into a crescent lunge. Stumbling over my words. All right, so you want to make sure that you really sink into that hip, keeping that back leg nice and straight and strong. The front foot is flexed. That's too many F's. I can't do it. All right. Yeah, definitely feel it in the hip. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so let's come back to standing. We're going to shift our body to the side. So you should be lined up to that side wall. Again, that front foot is flexed. And then go ahead and push forward. Oh, and then stretch your arms, one to the front, one to the back. This is warrior 2. Really making sure you're pushing forward. Your back leg is straight. I am really fumbling over my words today. Oh my goodness. I can definitely feel the inner thigh stretch here. Now let's go ahead and rotate to the back wall. Front arm straight up, look past those fingers, still pressing forward. Takes a lot of balance and core here. Come back up to the front, and we'll come back to standing here. So we're gonna keep our leg in here. We're gonna slide the fabric behind that ankle for some standing splits. Okay, so grab the entire rig, go up on that back toe and push forward. And again, only go forward as far as is comfortable for you. Some people are super flexible and they're like full on splits. I wish, never, I've never. So to me, I'm like, this is pretty good. Yeah, I definitely feel that nice hamstring stretch. Yes. Mm-hmm. You can rock slightly back and forth. If you feel like you're stable, you can release like Heather and just hang on to these straps. If not, just hang on to the whole rig. If you're like, whoa, I feel like I'm still kind of moving around. You just want to make sure you're just getting a nice gentle stretch on that hamstring. Okay, come back to standing. And now, bunch up that fabric when going to a pigeon. So take that foot, place it in the center of the fabric, hop forward so you're completely underneath your anchor point, reach through, grab that foot and slide it over to the side. All right, so you want to make sure your foot's supported, your leg is supported, and if this feels really uncomfortable, you can also spread that fabric wide, and you can actually put your foot all the way in if you want it to, and then have full support that way. So you can do that way or this way. Up on that back toe, and then push forward. Really feeling that stretch all along that hip. Keep your chest up, pushing forward. You can wrap your arms around to really kind of intensify that stretch. This is great. If you're a runner, this is an amazing stretch. It's so good.
favorite stretches?
We like them all, actually. I know. Now this one. No.
This is my favorite.
Yeah. No, wait. All right. Oh my gosh, that leg feels really good. Yeah. Okay, so let's do the same set of stretches on the other side. So left leg over, fabric behind that knee. Hop forward a little bit, up on that back toe, and push forward. Sink down into that left hip, really sinking down, because your tendency would be to kind of stay up. Just want to really drop down in. Keep that back leg straight, front foot flexed, because that actually helps stabilize you. Nice, yeah. So tight. Okay, come back to standing. Gonna shift to the right. Make sure you're kind of squared up with that right side. Flex that foot and push forward. Ooh, you really feel that in the inner thigh. And then arms through the sling. Whoa. What just happened with the music? We'll keep stretching. The music got really loud all of a sudden. All right, let's go ahead and shift to the back wall. Reverse warrior. Look up past your fingertips. Make sure you're still pressing your body forward. Okay. And then come back up to standing. And then we'll shift to the front again. Okay, that was kind of crazy. All right, let's take the fabric and we're gonna shift it underneath our left ankle for our standing splits on the left side. This is not my good side, so this is like, woo! All right, up on that back toe and then push. It's like, ooh, push forward, ooh, barely. But it's a good stretch in the hamstring. Definitely feel that. Just do a gentle kind of rocking back and forth. Yeah, that feels good. So nice, because I mean, after you're done with this, your body just feels kind of loosey-goosey. It just feels great. So nice. Mm-hmm. I know. All right, let's go ahead and release. We'll take that foot, put it in the center of that fabric, hop up right underneath your anchor point. Grab inside and shift that foot all the way over to the side. Then you can go up on that back toe and push forward. Really feeling that stretch in that hip. Oh my goodness, I definitely feel that. You can continue, you can hang on, or if you feel comfortable, you can reach around. Make sure you keep your chest up, you're not rounding. Yeah, you just want to be up straight. Yeah, it's like the more you straighten and push, it's like, yeah, that's good. And I just love just the support of the sling, being able to do that. It's so different than trying to do this on the mat. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. And breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Like, don't hold your breath.
Things kind of hurt a little bit.
I know. Like, oh, that's right. Breathe. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's so nice. All right. So we are going to practice standing up in our longest straps. So there are some moves that we do kind of more in the intermediate class that are standing splits and some different pull-ups and things that we do in the longest straps, but it definitely takes some core and stability to do that. And it can be kind of scary. So we like to just practice getting up, getting stable, and sitting back down. Okay, so let's start out. Let's go ahead and get up in our seat. Okay, and let's slide our clips up. So we want to make sure we have plenty of fabric to work with, because we want to make sure when we want to find our seat, that our seat is there to find. Yeah. So let's take our longest handles, and we're going to slide everything up, spread that fabric wide, and put your foot in the fabric of that strap. All right. Make sure it's nice and supported. And we want our feet to be tucked up underneath us. So I'm going to move the fabric of my sling a little bit back just so I can see where my feet are. I feel like I can control how much I'm shaking around. So to stand up, we're going to reach around the back. We're going to grab everything, so the entire rig. Make sure our feet are tucked up under us, our feet are together. You're going to slowly just come to a standing position.
Hi.
I know. So, I mean, just doing this, you can feel it in your legs, in your core, just trying to stay stable and not swing around. So to find your seat, you can either just kind of kick your feet forward, not really kick, but you're just like leaning to the back and sit down into your seat. Okay. And it just takes some practice, just kind of coming up and down. So let's try that again. So let's tuck our feet underneath us, grab everything, and just slowly push yourself up to standing, keeping everything together, everything strong. And then as you shift a little, and I'm trying to think the best way to describe it, because you're keeping your legs straight, and then you're just slowly using your upper body to lower yourself into your seat. And sometimes, you know, it's hard because you don't feel strong enough. You don't feel like you have the core. You might come down too fast. You can't find your seat.
Can you demonstrate?
Yes, what not to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're leaning, I don't know if you can hear me.
Oh, let me walk over.
If you're leaning too far forward or too far back, and your feet are out a little bit further, this is what's going to happen. You're going to come up, and then you're going to try and adjust, and then it looks like this, and you're swinging, and people are like, why am I swinging?
I know, and they freak out.
So,
yeah.
Right, and then when they go sit down, they do this.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. So, yeah, that's what's important. Keeping everything nice and straight, feet underneath you, and just nice and slow up. And then bending the knees. You can bend the knees a little bit and just try and slowly find your seat without freaking out too
Exactly.
much. Once you start to freak out, then you start flailing around.
Right. And so I think that's probably the hardest thing, is being able to get comfortable enough to come up and down and do that.
Yes.
Once you can do that, then there's, she can show you quickly. It's like doing standing splits. So once you're able to do that, you can go into that, which is a great inner thigh workout.
Yeah.
So advanced on to intermediate, you can do that with us. Yes. Okay. All right. So let's do some forward folds and some stretches. So keep your feet in those longest handles. And we love being able to do, well, again, another favorite, just being able to do some stretches where you're sitting in your sling. All right, so feet straight in front of you, kind of come more to the edge of that fabric. So you've got some room to kind of move. So from here, just grab on to those longest handle, take a nice big inhale, and as you exhale, just forward fold. Oh my gosh. And you should feel that like again in your hamstrings. If it's too intense, bend your knees just a little bit. Keep your back straight. You don't want to hunch over coming down. You want to keep that back straight, which means you might not come down very far, and that's okay. You're just going to go where you start to feel that pull on the hamstrings and just go that far. Nice inhale up. Exhale, lower down again, forward fold. And you may find each time you can go a little bit deeper. Oh, that's nice. All right, inhale up. Exhale, lower down again. Yeah, even I could feel that went just a little bit deeper, which is nice. All right, let's come back up. Now stay here. Let's go ahead. Wrap your arms around the back of your sling. grab those middle handles. We're going to do another forward fold, but it's going to include our arms. So take your handles, push them out to the side, and as you forward fold, bring your arms back behind you. So another forward fold, but also a good shoulder and back stretch. We've worked a lot today, so this feels really good. All right, inhale, come back up. And let's go down one more time. Push to the back, forward fold to the front. Really pressing your hands into those handles. Keeping those fingers, I like the fingers spread out, not gripping. All right, come back up. All right, one more time. Go to the back, forward fold to the front. That's nice. All right, let's go ahead and come back up. Let's go ahead and release the feet. Let's do a couple of side stretches. Okay, so spread that fabric out a little bit. Let's go ahead and reach our left arm around. So we're going to grab onto the fabric of the sling. So grabbing on and pulling to that back wall. So looking towards the back as you pull the fabric towards the front. So really giving a nice twist and pull. Okay, and let's do the same thing to the other side. Reach around, grab that fabric, twist, pushing that fabric to the front, pulling your body to the back. Giving yourself a little adjustment to your back. I know. All right, back to the front. So let's do one more inversion. So we will go down into our traction inversion, go upside down, and then, yeah, let's just do that. Okay. One more feels good. Okay, so you're already in. So go ahead and lower your clips. You're gonna bicycle those legs to the front. You're gonna grab that fabric in the back, lean back, catch it at that belt line, grab all of your handles, knees bent, lean back, double wrap the feet, and slowly lower yourself down. You can release and then pretzel the arms.
Oh, I just heard some cracks.
Right? You can also, if you want, just release the hands to the floor. So have the backs of your hands on the floor and just hang. Oh yeah, I felt that in my neck. Mm-hmm. Getting taller.
Yeah, I was holding tension in my neck.
Oh my goodness, yeah, definitely. Remember to breathe. Relax the knees. Relax your hips. Relax your feet. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth.
You feel a little stuffy upside down.
I know. I know. All right. Grab those longest handles. And then just go ahead and push your arms out to the side. If you're comfortable, bring the soles of your feet together and just press your hands into those handles. And you can do a slight push to the back. So just like a little arch and push to the back and then back to center. Arching to the back slightly, back to center. One more time, arch to the back, come back to center. Oh, this is good for my arm and shoulders. Just straight out like this. All right, let's go ahead and release. Okay, go ahead and look up at your feet. Grab those longest handles. Start walking yourself up. Release the feet, wide V, and then up to sitting. Wrap your arms around and lower your head onto your hands. Okay, so that is the work part of our class today. Now we're going to do some cocoon, a little 5-minute relaxation. So stay here. Go ahead and raise our clips up. I'm going to spread that fabric really wide. So you have a couple of options here. So first thing you're going to do is make sure you have enough fabric behind you that you can lay back in and rest your head inside the fabric. And then you can either just tuck your feet up in like a cocoon, just cocoon in here and cross your arms over. Or if you want to, you could also put your feet up in these middle handles. I'm going to do that. And again, it's just, you want to be nice and relaxed and comfortable. So whichever is most relaxing for you. So I'm going to put my feet up and then I just let my feet open to wherever they want to go, nice and comfortable. Relax my hands and just breathe. So big inhale, hold, and exhale. Inhale, hold, and exhale. Just find a rhythm for your breathing and inhale and exhale, releasing tension from your body. Okay, take another big inhale. Hold it. And then exhale slowly. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale slowly. One more time. Inhale. Hold it. And exhale slowly. And when you're ready, you can slowly come back up. Might just stay here. Oh, Oh, that feels so nice. I feel so good.
Yeah.
We hope you want to come back and flow with us again and do some more. Definitely would love to see you advance to an intermediate class because it just gets more fun and challenging, and we like to try out new moves and Tabatas and all kinds of fun stuff. So
you can do it.
Yes, you can. Absolutely. All right. Thank you.